Yeah, man, welcome to another King Juba Jabe experience. Yes, sir, may I say. Love life and living up. Because without it, you just surely fucking die. Mm. To all the people them out there, we always attack. Say, boy, King Juba Jabe cuss too much bad word. King Juba Jabe this and King Juba Jabe that. And a lot of times, me just rant about things that in a way it seem like I don't go me alone give a fuck about it. You see the reason why Uno don't give a fuck about it is because Uno still indoctrinated. Uno not wake up yet, Uno still a slave in a blood clot mentality. I'm gonna tell you about the dark ages, brethren. Them have them the middle ages and all them stiff when them did just come here and then did a fight against the black man or the natives of this planet. Let's use it, the sovereign people of this fucking planet 2,000 years ago. When you come, tell people bare foolishness. Uno did there a long time, you know, but uno not a part of this. You see me? Cause a long time uno left Mars and come here. I talk the truth. People not gonna like it, but who the fuck cares? You understand me? When I blow up Mars with the same technology when I come here, so I try to use the same nuclear technology we want to use for destroy on our own fucking planet. I want to bring that here. You understand me? A cold planet and a humid planet. You want to think about that? What kind of people you would get from a cold fucking planet, and then the type of people you would get from a humid planet. Take a lot to fathom these things. You know what I'm saying? But if you look, you notice people with lighter complexion come from more, chaotic places, cold climate. People with darker complexion come from more hostile climate, heat, desert, them type of shit then. So that brings us back to the dark ages. Alright? So you can have understanding of what I'm about to say to you. You understand me? This brings us back to the dark ages where all history have been destroyed, rewritten, and re-illustrated by the oppressors. The oppressors, a lot of people ask that question, who is the oppressors them? But remember, if we did there a long time, and if you can still see people live in an indigenous lifestyle, you have something to think about. Can't think about just the fact, say, man a man, and this and that. You see me? You can't look in at yourself and come talk about, say, you understand me? A man that come from somewhere else, come here now with technology and dominate the planet. Because basically that is what happened. People with technology came here and dominated the planet. Not to say that technology was not here before, but technology was here in a more manageable form. Basically, we don't have to burn fossil fuels. Energy is free from magnetism. water, sunlight. Energy is free. We pay for the food that we eat. And the food that we eat right now is not healthy. A lot of people are getting sick because of the food that we consume. The air that we breathe is not healthy. You understand me? A lot of people are getting sick because of the air where we breathe. When people like our government in Jamaica refuse to listen or heed or abide by the rules of nature, we end up with a conflict between people, government, diversities, and fucking politics. Them know. So what them are doing now, it is detrimental to our health. And in order to depopulate and destabilize the system or the world at large, these people, they would dig up the flesh of the earth. You have to look on it that way, because the earth is a living fucking being just like you and me. If you notice, if you plant yam and a stone there on it, it not go through the stone, it a go around the stone. So you are telling me say that yam then not no sense. Because it over the years it had converted itself to go around that stone. So you are telling me say the earth don't have no sense then. If you wake up a morning time, give your sunlight. In the night, give your moonlight. Make trees grow. Make sure you have something to eat. Then who can you call God? Except for the Creator. God the Father, God the Son, God the Spirit, and God the Holy Ghost. I'm going to go with the Holy Ghost first. Yeah, but the Holy Ghost is the spirit that lives within inside of you. That is the spirit that talks to you when you don't have no words. When your mind goes crazy and start thinking about stuff that you never think about before. That is the spirit. The sun, the moon, and the star is the other three. Because without these other three things, there is no other life. You need the sun for energy, moon at night, and the stars also position time and constellations. You see me? So this is how we monitor time with the stars. I'll give you them 12 months there. And all them things, the winter solstice, summer solstice, and all them other stuff there. This is how we calculate time. If you look in yourself and realize that there is a universe within you, as it is within, so it is on the outside. The same way we have ambulances, we have doctors, we have lawyers, and all these other things. I can break it down to you to the simplest form. That the same thing that we have out here that we see every day is happening inside of us. So it's not really hard to fix yourself if something wrong with you. Because we have lost majority of these senses, You ever smell something and it's not there? You ever see something and it's not there? I'm not talking about hallucination, but what's inside your mind itself, your personal aspect, your personal level. You know what I'm talking about it, so they must send solar rays to make me drowsy. So I can't talk. Because they don't know which part of me there to come apprehend me and take me into custody. Simple, because I have been telling people things that they really need to know instead of living in this society that you are being indoctrinated to. Even the greatest pastor, see? I look you again. Want something strong for drink so I can wake up. The greatest pastor in this world, Creflo Dollar, him come on TV, but on the internet live, and him can tell us all the shit that he have been teaching and been preaching about religion. He finally found out that he was wrong. And he blatantly said it to delete anything that you have heard from him for the past 20 years that he has been a minister. Because he actually had the wrong idea, like many of us. How can you be a minister? There's a lot of ministers that have left Christianity and left religion alone, you know. Because they realize it's bullshit. It's only to oppress people. Keep you in fear of your fucking self. Keep you in fear of who you're supposed to be, who you wanted to be, and who you're supposed to fucking be. So religion keep you in fear of your fucking self. Be careful what you do, because you might go to hell. Where the fuck is hell? Have you ever been there to come back and tell me how this shit is? Maybe the devil might have some jacuzzi, some fat booty bitches walking around. Who is not interested in that? You understand me? And for the women, them maybe some big dick niggas walking around naked with bare muscle. You dream of your life. But who has ever came back and tell you this is how the fuck it is? You have no image, no liking, no memory, no nothing about being in hell or ever even being to fucking heaven. Because they do not exist. What you dream about is your reality. Shit that bothers you, that's what you dream about when you go to your bed at night. Incomplete activities that probably went wrong. That is what you dream about. Your mind is like a computer. So any information that is missing when you go to sleep at night, it fills in those information with dreams. That's why a lot of times you might remember something that never actually happened. Because you fucking dream about it and you forget the dream. And when you wake up the next morning, you don't remember. But some 5-6 years down the fucking line, you remember that shit. And now you're pondering with yourself, where did this memory come from? You understand me? Where did this memory come from? But then you don't know and you don't remember. They have this thing they call the Mandela effect. Basically, things fucking change without your knowledge. You might have taken a picture and it's everywhere. So you might look inside your phone and you took a picture, and then you might scroll through your phone and look back at the picture and you don't remember the day when you took this picture or what was going on. Then you might remember the picture, but it is not the same way how you originally remember the fucking picture. And that is called the Mandela effect. Them have another one where them call the butterfly effect. The ripple. Meaning, if I learn something, you know what I mean? If I learn something, you know, I could teach it to 10 people. And without teaching 100 people, they will automatically know what I just taught those other 10 people. And they will automatically respond to that. How did they learn this without me actually telling them it? These are the things. Spirituality is what rules this world if you don't understand. If you see this life in any other form, you are misled. Whatever your thoughts, your aspirations are, that is what the fuck you will get out of your life. If you say wickedness every day, and that you got blood clot perceive. If you say bad work and all them blood clot destructive things that if it take you away from what you really are supposed to be, that is what you will be. You become a victim of your own self. So whenever you talk to yourself, elevate yourself, uplift yourself. See yourself as a fucking God or a king. If you can't see yourself as a God, see yourself as a fucking king. Where no one should have control over you. And you should do what the fuck pleases you. Because that is what this life is about. I don't want to get into mental aspirations or aspects, you know. But mental aspirations bring forth a divine self. What you want and what you think about, these are the things that make you who you are. It's not what nobody think about you because they have their own fucking life to live. So fuck them and fuck whatever they think about you. Only you knows what you want. Nobody can live your life for you. You have to do it your fucking self. So if you see this shit any other fucking way, well, I suggest that you read some books and try to wake the fuck up. Because if the world belongs to God and we are his people, shouldn't the people have a piece of this world for themselves? Why does the government have their hands into everybody's pocket? And not only that, we're not even seeing what the money is being used for. But yet still, we sit down and we pay taxes and we get charged for shit we don't even do. Your kids are not yours. No, oh, you don't know. Your kids don't belong to you. Those are not your kids. You might be the biological parent for them, but they're not your kids. They belong to the government. That's why every single child have a fucking number. You don't even belong to yourself. So how the fuck? You have been indoctrinated and been enslaved mentally by the constituents that rule over your blood clot life. For you to be who you want, who they want you to be, and not who you want to be. They call people entrepreneurs when they go out and break the chains and become successful. What is an entrepreneur? A self-thinker. A person that thinks for themselves. A person that does not allow themselves to be regulated by the system. They found their own way of surviving without having to deal with them. But guess what? Once you register your business, it's no longer your business. As a matter of fact, anything you register is not yours. It belongs to the state that you live in, the city you live in, and the country that you fucking live in. Never forget that. Once you register something, it's no longer fucking yours. Why you think them have these people out here, the YT movement? I think they call it U2. They ran up in the White House the year before last, in January, because they felt like Donald Trump win the election I'm not gonna put anything on that because basically I feel like them. I'm not gonna say nothing rate, but I feel the fucking same way they do. You understand me? I believe Trump did win this fucking election. And I would say that because I rather a president that speak the truth than a fucking puppet. That's the only reason why they got rid of Donald Trump, you know, because Donald Trump was not. He's gonna drink him rum, and when he's ready, him will come blood clot tell you where they pan him pussy clot mine. And I would rather that than somebody who try to deceive me. You understand me? And as far as what I see, I was watching the thing. I don't see how so many red states turn to blue in the midst of a fucking second. I am for revolution. Because what is going on is fucking wrong. All around this fucking world, what is going on is wrong. Nobody shouldn't be paying for no land. Once you live in a country, you should be granted. You know what a grant is? You don't have to pay it back. You don't have to pay for it. You should be granted land, sufficient land where you and your family can live on. When you retire, you should not be paying any fucking bills. No mortgage, no light, no fucking water, no phone bill, no none of that, no insurance or nothing. When you retire enough, it's supposed to do nothing. More than enjoy your fucking life. But look how many retired citizens are homeless. People who go waste out 40 years of them blood clot life. I work for UNO. I work for government. At the end of the day, them still have to go look work when them retire. Them still have to go look a job because the money where you are get a month time is not sufficient to fulfill your needs. Are your obligations them what you have? Look how much old people out there where if you live in some blood clot home where roach infested, rat infested because them lose them house because them can't pay the mortgage. When the house is clean and it is viable for them to be there. But because of blood clot, government and licensing and reasoning, all these private entities that have been taking away your rights, you need to learn that DMV is not a part of the government. Child support is not a part of the government. Nowhere in a federal, those are private enterprises. That link is just like if you have a house and you hire security to deal with it. But these securities are insecure. They are insecure securities. It's just like when you file for life insurance or you apply for life insurance. The life insurance company apply for another life insurance with 20 times the amount where you fucking apply for. If you apply for $25,000, $250,000, them apply for one for $1 million. So when them pay you that blood clot $250,000, them have the rest of the blood clot money in them pocket. So where is the truth? Where is the truth in life and where is the truth in society? When are people going to get that straight? It's only one bumbleclad somebody. When we see in America where they're in a blood clot government, we talk truth and a blood clot DeSantis, Florida blood clot governor. Him break it down to you. And make you understand. So you can't question what the blood clot man I say. Me rather truth and rights, truth and bumbleclot reality than a fake ass fucking person. A rule. It's just like a president or prime minister of Jamaica. I don't know how much money Jamaica owe, you know. But I think to myself that this debt could have been clear. You understand me? Instead of keep putting the country in more debt. Because you know what happens when you owe too much debt? Them come for your blood clot physical property. You understand me? If you owe too much money to the blood, owe $20,000 to the IRS and say something. Then come at your yard, then come take your TV, anything we can sell. All your dog, if it worth some money. Anything we can sell for make up for that blood clot money that you owe. Do not get this shit misconstrued, motherfuckers. This is reality. On a dash on a real blood clot freedom. If you go get driver's license, you and go get blood clot, this and that, and rare what have you. And sign on the rights. You know what sign mean? Sign mean direction. It is directing you to something that you might not want. So whenever you sign your fucking name on a piece of paper, you just sign away your right. And now you are being directed. Meaning say you have to answer to these things because you already agreed to it. Nobody can me get a quote for certain things, you know. Like for instance, me never own a driver's license, but me always a drive. The longest me no driver since me down in Florida. Because me never want to drive. Because me know say that put me in trouble. You see me? Simple. But me always a drive. But me never have no driver's license. You know what time police pull me over? 3 times. And every time me got a quote, them have to love me. You see me? Because me I no work, me not work for the blood clot body. The only reason why you need to register a vehicle, you know, is if it is a business. If the vehicle is being used to conduct business, you have to register it. The only reason time you need a driver's license is when you're doing a business. If you now work with it, you don't need it. If you go to the fucking store, if you drive, go on blood clot, North Carolina, or drive, go to New York. But them trick on them. You look on the back of the fucking driver's license. What it say? I agree. You agreed to cooperate with law enforcement if them stop you. Me never get none of that shit. So when law enforcement stop me and me billet, and they tell them something on a driver's license. But the only part that fuck me up is because my car did insure for them on the road. And for them road, you know, and that's why your vehicle have to be insured for them on the road. So if somebody lick you or you lick somebody, you understand me? But as far as registration go, once you register, it's no longer yours. Because that means the minute you can't pay, what happens? You can't move that vehicle. The minute you can't, them fucking shit, them where they run upon people, you know, property tax and all them pussy like that. The minute you can't pay, it's no longer yours. It's yours while you could pay for it. You understand me? But once you cannot pay for that shit, it's no longer yours. Look how much money taxi company I make right now because of gas prices and levy companies. Well, let's not say taxi, but levy. Because that's the real word they really use. Taxi is just some shit where them just bring up where easy for problem like deal with. But everybody I take blood clot taxi nowadays. Nobody now want to drive them car because it don't make no fucking sense. The country have 100 years water oil reserve. And instead of opening the pipeline, them keep the prices of gas so high because them give us so much fucking money during the COVID. Them fat up on a pocket during COVID and now them want that shit back. You understand? During COVID, the amount of money when enough of them people get and them squander it. And the government realizing to squander the fucking money. So now them want all that fucking money back. Always remember this. After a great crisis, there's always inflation. They create the problem and then them come up with the solution and charge you. You understand me? You the people. The people that's supposed to give people power and be in control of government and have rights and have say. There is no rights for nobody. Because even though there is a government, the government put plans in play where you sign away your rights by acquiring fucking vanity. You acquire shit you really don't need and sign away your fucking rights. Do not sign no paper if you don't blood clot read it properly. And don't even trust a fucking liar. Go look in our dictionary and figure out and find out what those words mean. Before you sign any fucking thing. Because like I told you before, sign means direction. Yeah, they call it road sign. It tell you how to get from point A to fucking point B. And if you're there, that's the only way you can get there. If you're already here, that's the only way you know how to get there. So once you sign, yes, rappers, business people, every fucking body who do these signing things, you sign away your legal, God-given, your human rights. Not even a legal rights, because who to say what is fucking legal and what is not? There are cults out there that totally devoted to killing people and drinking their blood. So who to say what is wrong and what is fucking right? So there's no legal aspect of nothing. It's human nature and it is human rights that you deserve as a human being. Not because somebody say it is right or it is fucking wrong. You're a human being. You're entitled to that. As a fucking person. As a living entity, you are entitled to that. To your right to be fucking free. Your right to acquire land. They never tell you, say, you can't just go any blood clot way and go set up shop. And Babylon can't say nothing to you. They never tell you that. So you see what them do? You see all of the land that is free to do just that. They turn it into parks and reservation areas where you cannot go there, go live for free. And live as a human being. Instead, you have no choice but to live in their cities, their contaminated cities, and become a victim. What the fuck you don't understand? King Juba Jabez signing out, man. Thanks for listening, and you guys have a beautiful day. Yeah, man. Learn something today.